Hey everyone, in this video I'm going to show you how Django handles a URL request. Okay, so these are the steps when a user visits a URL like this one here. So all of these steps happens behind the scenes. And we need to make sure that all of the project level URLs .py is properly defined. So we have defined the path in the URL patterns list, right? And then we have created the corresponding views and the corresponding response. Okay, so in this case, I'm not using a template. So I'm just, actually returning a string. But let's make sure that all of these are properly set up. Okay, so like I said, this is the step. So when a user sends a request or visit a URL like this one here, this sends a GET request to the Django server. So that's the first step. And Django checks the project level URLs to find the initial path. So if I go into VS Code here, so you see that I have activated the virtual environment and I'm inside the project folder. I can do a dir and we see that we have the manage.py, which means that we are in the project level folder. Okay, let me clear the screen. So yeah, so first is we need to make sure that this is properly defined here, this path, right? So to do that, we go to the project level or project folder, and which is this one, urls.py file. So we see that this is already configured or defined, right? So that's fine. So when it matches, actually this should be blank. So when it matches this, Django passes control to the blog apps URL. So, and that's the next step here. So this is the app level URLs. So to go there or to check that, we go to, so the name of the app is blog, and then we go here inside this file. And we need to make sure that this path here is configured or defined. Okay, so I'm going to copy and paste this here. So this means that if a user visits this URL, Django calls the views.about or the about function and execute the response. Okay, so and that's the next step actually. So Django executes the view function, which is if I go to, so we are still within the blog or app folder. So if I go here, we need to make sure that this function is properly or is created. So let me just copy and paste that. Okay. And we need to make sure that this is also defined, this line. Okay, so it looks good now. So it says the view processes logic and returns an HTTP response. So this is happening behind the scenes. So now the next step is Django sends the response back to the browser, and Django takes the response and sends it to the browser. And the user sees the content of the screen. If there's no URL matches, so let's say a user visits a URL that does not exist, Django actually returns a 404 not found error. Okay, so our project level URL or path has been defined. We did that. App level URL path has been defined, right? And the view function has been defined. Now we can actually go and check if this works. So to run the development server, I can do a python manage.py run server and just click this URL here. So this is the home page, right? And we saw that here, the home view, right? So we see that there is a model defined. So that's why we see this. We see these posts or entries. But I'm going to actually go into the about page, which is what we have defined here in this step. So now we see that the response, we see the HTTP response, which says about page. So here, so we know that all of this, the URL path, the view, and the, the view function is properly working. All right, so that's how Django handles a URL request. So hopefully you found this video useful. If you did, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.